Alright, just came out from another Go match by Zekros, jumping on to this A-side Go match between WANG and BRYAN. This is 1-3 down. And she just made just missed a pretty hard shot. She was trying to spin around and go back. Look at this shot, watch out. This scratch. Dodged it, but cue ball is now on the rail. And it's pretty straight. Trying on the shot pretty quick. Maybe just rolling the ball. Yeah, that's not best way to go at it. I mean, he kind of had to, but that was not the line. So good shot. It's still not ideal. Let's see the cuts. Yeah, the cut is pretty severe. I would say if the position is natural, you can go for the cut, but here you have to kind of stomp down and up for the 7, which I don't think is very it's worth doing. Let's put it that way. I would rather probably just go up and kind of hope for the combo or hope for the bank down here, because at least I know if I miss, I would need some distance. Alright, so she is going for cut. Yeah, I know she will. Cut for her is not that hard actually. She knows how to make those shots. The hard part is control the cue ball. So see, she's aiming down, so it is gonna stun. But the 9 was good. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so has she made it? She might be treetopped behind the 9, or sometimes worst case even totally blocked by a 9. She was didn't sell up the table. Left a full ball or the left part of the 5. Alright, for the bank. Wow, what a shot. But 9 ball was still there. Yeah. Oh, the quick down shot. I can barely keep that. Great hit. Great hit. Let's look at that. Not going to cover up. However, he did control the cue ball speed down to almost on the rail. Which in this case, I wouldn't do anything too crazy, because just making a shot is pretty hard. The natural line coming out is almost directly at the 8. So I would probably just try to make it and maybe nudge the 9 and maybe hitting to the 8 bar to see what will happen. Pretty soft. Yep, here's the 9, stopped it. It's pretty good control. So it does cut. It was almost the same shot as the 7, but this time we do have distance between the keyboard and 8, so it's a better. Ooh, it's going to hard. It's gonna go around. It looks pretty scratchy though. Ooh, dodged it. Really nice. Nice shot. Yeah, the only problem is if you're doing, a very, so if the keyboard is here, it's gonna get low and flat. It wouldn't come up unless you do one more to come to here. But again, I do believe that try not to do too much. Just focus on making this. And the cue ball naturally I think is going somewhere there. So it should be fine. Yep. Pretty straight. Nice shot. Right. Wait. Shot making is joking. Ramirez.
They were like, why do you let? I was like, oh, she's wearing EvoSports shirt. She better be on the inside. She's like, what shoe check? This shoe check. I'm like, why do you think he's wearing an Auto Streaming System? And that just the sticker. And I was like, yeah, so how do I that?
She's yeah. She's purely shooting her way back. Yeah. 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 Can play this shot. All right. Iris just broke. 6, 7, okay. One ball. She told me her usual broke is for the keyboard to go back and back, and the one ball kind of going towards there and come up the leader. So went up the leader short. And one ball didn't really see what happened, but seems like the one ball was really short. Still pretty safety just to kind of yank the window down and table anywhere. Shots. Ooh, yeah, it was a little unfortunate that it hit the 7. But at the same time, I would argue that either you hit it for soccer, so you're making sure that the cue ball stops here, or you hit harder. So you're making sure the cue ball stops somewhere. Yeah, that's the natural carry. Hitter. Have a shot on 1. The line is not so natural though. It is towards the scratch line. Ooh, going back around. One pump. Good lead. I wouldn't say it's a recommended route, but nice control on the keyboard. Great spin and speed. Just a slap shot. Nice control. Ooh, he might. Oh, let's see. Is he on the right side of it? I think he is. You have to stun out a little bit. Don't go too much forward. Ooh. Sometimes if you're too quick down on a shot, you lose most of the time, but you also sometimes slack out too much, you know. Especially when it's later in the rack, you want to more focus on the shot bar. You're not sending a hard balls into frame. Alright, so the 6 dip ended up on the rail. It is kind of unstable. Be careful about 8 ball though. Ooh, I don't think that was. Yeah, I think that one you have to spin the rail first. So I think BRYAN was set for a combo. Nope, he was coming back. I don't like this shot in particular because the one ball, the cue ball is tracking up table. So really, oh, nice control, you know. To control the cue ball onto the 9 is already pretty hard. However, it's not done yet. You can't hit left spin, which means the cue ball is gonna drift away. Yeah, and he missed the 8 ball. We have a not so easy cut flyers. So it is actually a pretty good opportunity to test the straight out. Just kind of aim at here, aiming for an overcut, and hit it at a speed that if you overcut, the 8 ball is gonna stop here. Okay, a split up is fine too. Yeah, it's an easier, more intuitive way. Um, and if you're lucky enough, you will get, or skillful enough, you'll get the 9 ball to be in a way. But this is BRYAN's chance to have a two-way bank. And the cue ball, again, is pretty naturally going up table like that. So if you can control the angle to the bank a little short, so you might be safe. He's waiting for the next people to shoot. All right, let's see. Yeah, just like that, just like that. Great control, great control of speed and knowing where to hit on the wall. So when I was to the shot, it is kind of low, but I would argue, just don't be patient, do the same safety once, one time. Yep, very nice, good job. So you still didn't get covered up by the 9, but one day, if you kept doing that, you'll either leave your shot or one day you'll get that. So BRYAN's down on a shot again, but this time I would argue that yeah. So great bank, but in order to have that bank, you have to cut wide, right? Leaving yourself a long shot. So just based on the past few racks and past few shots, BRYAN has been missing some of those harder, longer shots. Oh, he speared this one. Nice shot by BRYAN. And that's 1-2. So score is 4-2. BRYAN's great right now. Straight down. All right, BRYAN's break now. Ooh, what a powerful break. Whoa, look at that. 3 balls on a break. And most importantly, everything's breaking up. And he's a pretty natural position on a wing ball. 8 is a little annoying, but I think as long as you run straight into the 8, you should be fine. Yeah, that's what he did. Very nice shot. And he'll have to take a cut back and forth. Nice shot. Yeah, ended up a little short, but I think he has just enough angle to cheat and spin up table like that. Ooh, you went a smart 8. Wow. I don't know about that. I think what he wanted was a stun draw up and almost scratched there. Now suddenly becomes a not so easy out. Yeah, need someone to block. Yeah, just like that. It's maybe still cuttable, but the scratch is big and it's hard to get to the 9 ball. So let's see what he does. Maybe a bank, maybe arguably, maybe even a bank. I don't know. Yeah, bank. Yep, almost made it. I'm not sure if he got covered up on the 8 ball. And Iris looks like he has a shot. Let's see. Ooh, hard to say. At least the real first. Yeah, real first. I think for this one, what you're looking at is a big behind the 8 ball shot. It's almost like right in between the barrel and 8. So the 8 is kind of squeezed a table like that. Um, yeah, she's looking at that. I would argue don't go for the don't go for the make this way. Just go for the kick. And spin it to sorry, hit the 8 ball around. The cue ball, ideally, it will fit behind 8 and kind of either stop there or ideally squeeze on a little bit more. But you want to hit it hard enough so the 8 ball is spinning around to somewhere here. That is what you want. And you might get lucky flopping 8 to the side. Is what he went for? Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Well, thanks for joining.
Good match. All right. Let's see the shots. How good Brian's queuing right now? Not so bad, not so bad. However, ooh, April just ended up right in front of the side. Hmm. I think you can, um, I think you can actually use tilt, tilty to stop it. Maybe. But it is a go for a winning shot. She's, yep, yep, exactly. Nice shot. Nice shot. All right. This is just not done yet. The 9 ball is not so trivial, especially after so many safety battles back and forth. You need to nice stroke, smooth and steady. Yeah, Iris keeping it up. It all came down to um, Brian's second shot. No, third shot. When he was playing that cue ball, that cue ball, when he tried to stun it up, he almost scratched. Alright, Irish breaking from the side. Let's see. The break is pretty consistent, I would say. Yep, just like that. Draw up. Ooh, tasty. Ooh, is it straight? Is it that straight? Mm. I think you can barely make it and cheat it to keep it to go here and spin down maybe. It's hard to tell the angle. Ooh, yeah, she was doing that. It was close. I can't tell from the screen, but that was the it's worth it enough to try because the reward is huge. And she was fortunate enough to not leave any right. Probably a simple cross. Ooh, what is that? Okay, so he did hit super hard on that shot. Was he trying to draw back from there? I don't know. For a soft split, not the best probably, but 9 ball or the 8 ball, that'd be very good help. So one more kick is there. It's hard to kick to find the right spot. Oh, he's jumping. Wow, I'm surprised. This 9 was way out here. You'll have to jump like, oh wow. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Great shot. Great shot. Okay. So normally I wouldn't shoot that, but um, I did practice when practicing jumps. You do have to practice a little bit of where the keyboard's landing. Is it landing close? Is it landing far away? So you do train a little bit of exact how much your keyboard is jumping. And look at that. And let's do right after that. A great shot. All right. Now it's bankable, but I don't think it's possible to avoid a double hit, is it? Okay, it's going the other way, but the 3 ball ended up near the pocket. Okay. It is cuttable. I have to say it's not easy. The 5 is in the way, so she's trying to go very soft. Yeah, it's dicey. She did the maximum, and the cue ball still couldn't stop. But at least she can see the 4, so probably just a simple split up again. No harm done. Yeah. Ooh, use the 9 ball. Yep, 8 ball to stop the 4. Very nice. I think that usually if you want to master one safety shot, that would be the shot to master. Just put up to both sides. Alright. Don't know if you can see the thing edge. Oh, he's jumping again. Okay. It's different this time though, because it's a cut. So if he's jumping again for that type, the keyboard might fly off the table. Yeah. So I don't really agree with the choice there. He made it the first time, which was an amazing shot, but it's still just lower percentage shots, to be honest. So I don't think it's the right way to go. Anyways, Iris with one hand, chance to tie up. So looks like she is putting it pretty straight, maybe just to draw straight up. There are 100 ways to run it out like that. So no need to stress out. Just need to pick a pattern and adjust on the way to go if it doesn't. All right. So yeah, so from here, simple top spin. Just don't put too many. Don't put too much outside. Just top spin. Even maybe a little inside would help. Um, the keyword to calm down. Yeah, I know. It looks a little weird because if you're not hitting very, she's putting a little inside. That should help. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that was really nice insight to straighten it out. But I would argue that you can afford going a little harder. So your keyword might be here, right? But it's closer, and you can still swing around. But as long as you can, yeah. If she has that stroke, no problem at all. All right, great out. Hard to fade. The Rat Lotus, nickname given by Stan Torengo. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. That was a long break, but we're back. Brian is so lucky. He is, but at the same time, he was making a lot of good shots as well. And Iris, despite all those, yeah, just look at that. That is like to me, that is definitely very highly skilled Karen. Although this shot is not easy at all. Yep, and hit the nine, and yep, and you can't argue that it is bad luck, you know. However, um, the the angle on the fight was just so big that it's just so thin of a cut. Um, yeah. However, if you make this one here, I will admit that he's lucky. Ooh, that, I will say that's unlucky that he completely missed it. And it's going hands on IRS. Easy pickup. Yeah, so I do think that within the game, luck comes and goes. Race to 7 is not wrong, but overall, um, they should kind of like even out if you stay in it. Just don't break out before your opponent shuts down the last one. Nice shot. All right, just like that, Iris. I think she was 2-4 down, and now she's 6-4 up on the hill. King for BRYAN. And you can tell from her body language she's loosened up quite a lot, feeling quite relaxed. And when she's relaxed, she's even more dangerous. Ooh, watch out the cable. Okay, okay, not bad. One more cuts, but mm, again, it's not easy to control the cue ball. One more cuts. Yeah, great line and great awareness of letting the cue ball slide down more. A shot. Um, I think he can barely miss the 7, just like that. How's the speed? Looks pretty good. Okay. All right, now is when a lot of players mess up.
I want to order a pizza because I'm gonna split with
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
what do you like?
Pineapple.
That sounds
I
good.
like pineapple. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Like I would argue this is where half of the 500 level players mess up is shootability wise, knowledge wise. They are not behind, you know. But it's those little details. On that last shot, had he rolled a bit longer, he wouldn't have to go into the 6, and he wouldn't be worried about not having a shot right now. I think right now it's too thin, right? The 6 is coming here. All right, okay. So he barely had the shot. So that was definitely the lucky part. All the shots before, and the fact that he made that shot was not lucky. And like this shot, if he had the stroke, I think the better way is definitely to go spin around to be closer. It's about knowing your ability and you know cleaning out the risk. All right, so yeah, just like that, bobble to 9, and I believe she will give it to Iris. Yeah. Well, the last stroke was really nice stroke, and yeah, hugging out. Good match from both players actually. Both have had a yeah.